What time is it? Brittany just took a break from Instagram, but before she did, she posted this clip of the Police song Every Breath You Take with footage of Fifth Avenue in New York City where the Trump Tower is. She asked what's behind the lens, but who's behind the curtain? I never forget a face. There's the clock. There's a few ways I could describe the implications of what Brittany posted to you. People know so little about the real players that are behind the conservatorship. There are implications for both using that song, which Diddy famously sampled, and that location, which Trump is close with Diddy, and Diddy works with Lou Taylor. Y'all don't know nothing about nothing, so I gotta start from the beginning, sort of, I guess. Here's Trump, and this is how he's connected to the private equity firms that were behind Britney's Piece of Me Vegas residency. I detailed Lou Taylor's early history. She started in the sports and entertainment world with the Davamos family, and that is how she connected with Sean Puffy Combs, who was an intern at Uptown Records. They were both really lowly employees then, but then somehow Puffy was able to ensnare Biggie away from Uptown, and then he started Bad Boy. In this earlier TikTok, I explain Puffy's early history and why he would want to uncancel Travis Scott for Astroworld, given that he was partially responsible for a tragedy at his own concert in the early 90s. Pardon my annoyance, I've been trying to put Diddy on people's radar for over 2 years within the Britney fandom, and if you listen to Black folks in the music industry space, they've been talking about how he is no bueno, okay? So this is from 2021, and Diddy was involved with Lou Pearlman, and that's the whole boy band con with NSYNC, Backstreet Boys, and them having exploitative contracts. And we know Larry Rudolph was Lou Pearlman's contract lawyer. Diddy and Lou Pearlman and Azoff, they all saw the writing on the wall, and they switched from urban R&B, hip-hop music to teen pop because that's the way the trend was shifting towards the end of the 90s. That's why Puffy and Lou Pearlman did Making the Band together. Pearlman ended up suing him, yada da. But they're all interwoven over time, so it is hard to know when Lou Taylor exactly connected with Diddy on a peer basis, because he was a big player well before she was. And obviously she's never ascended that high because she's not a quote-unquote like public figure. She has public infamy, but that's different. Obviously our dear friend was there at that event as well. I went on Oprah Incorporates to kind of know where to look for any business paperwork that Lou and Diddy might be on together. I found this in Florida, BB Cars LLC, and this was only first filed in the last 4 years or so, and it uses her TriStar office in LA, the 9255 Sunset Boulevard. This is the trend with Lou. She really didn't go A-list until after the success of Britney's Piece of Me. That's when she got the Kardashians, who were besties with the Azoffs, etc. So, sure, we can say, oh, they go back to Uptown together, but do they really? Or is that just kind of like, oh yeah, we used to work at McDonald's together, you know what I mean? Like, and now we're like executives. Doesn't mean that they were ever peers per se, but they have mutual interest and are connected to the same power network that many in the Britney fandom totally don't want to believe is true. This is California business records for CE Circulate, and we got Sean Combs and then Lou's addresses over here. Hi, I'm Diddy, and I'm totally willing to expend political and cultural capital to uncancel Travis Scott for Astroworld because I have the authority. Does he though? Or does he have a mutual network that he needs to protect? This does not mean people are complicit in each other's crimes. It is that they're a part of the same protection racket. We have Astroworld. Lou Taylor is named in a number of those lawsuits. There were a number of new ones filed just this past October. AJ Molino and Associates have also been sued for Astroworld, and they go way back with Diddy. We're talking a dirty NYC cop that did his white parties. So Puffy uncancels Travis, but the people that are most afraid of what's going to happen from all these Astroworld lawsuits is Live Nation. Live Nation even produced the recent documentary on Bad Boy Records. They have the most to lose from all these court cases. And because they have so much to lose, they will always protect Lou Taylor and Travis Scott. At the end of the day, Lou Taylor is tight with the CEO of Live Nation as well as the former CEO, Irving Azoff. They're going to protect her. So if we discount them, a $17 billion company, as part of Team Con, then we really don't know what big a game we're playing with. And I do believe there's counter ops that are totally dismissive of my Live Nation research on purpose, or they take bits and pieces of it and create this false sense of comprehensiveness, which is bait and switch, right? Here's Larry Rudolph hanging out with the Azoffs and the Kardashians a mere 2 months before Piece of Me launches. This is an old Britney caption, and what struck me as odd was the Republican hold-up statement. The con is all about relationships and the timeline. So, Republican hold-up, I mean, when you think Jerry Brown had to stop being governor of California and Trump had to stop being president before even the New York Times would cover the story, you have to wonder about that. I don't know what kind of animal this is, but I know a leopard doesn't change its spots, and a cheetah is the fastest land animal. Nothing is an accident. Daphne Barak was dispatched to infiltrate the Federline family, and she goes back with Trump. And Charlie Crist goes back with not prosecuting Lou Pearlman back in the day. Chloe Melas goes back with Bonnie Fuller. So if you don't know who any of these people are, ask yourself, why not? Good friends make good protection rackets. We could make this all go a lot faster if all the fandoms unite. They're letting us know. Brittany will be back momentarily.